Hey everybody, welcome to my podcast, The Triathlon Kid, episode 6. My name is Suhaan Devavarapu, and I'm your host. Today's episode is all about a question I get asked a lot. What does it take to get into nationals? The truth is, there's no single answer. Getting into nationals is a blend of performance, preparation, and perseverance. First, there's the qualifying credits. You need the results. And that might mean hitting a specific time, ranking, or placing at qualifying events. But raw talent and one-off wins aren't enough on their own. Then comes the commitment. The level of dedication required is intense, especially when it comes to triathlons. We're talking about consistent training, early mornings, late nights, proper recovery, and managing the mental demands of competition. In my case, all while juggling school, AP and IB classes, extracurriculars, and other life commitments. And, of course, there's strategic race preparation. Nationals aren't just about who's the fastest on paper. It's about peaking at the right time, knowing your competition, planning your race, and adapting on the fly. Every detail matters, from pacing, strategy, and nutrition to mindset and execution. So, when people ask what it takes, I say it takes a lot more than talent. It takes focus, resilience, smart planning, and the drive to consistently push through the hard days. Because it's not just about qualifying, it's about being ready when you get there. Nationals are inherently competitive, and you'll likely face the best in the country and even in the world. So it's very important to prepare before you go there. That means work with coaches, mentors, and really prepping for the race. For me, nationals have been the highlight of my athletic career so far. Last year, I completed the Triathlon Nationals in Atlantic City, and this year, I was in Milwaukee. Both races are distinctively different, and yet similar in so many ways. They share that same electric energy that makes nationals so special. I still remember my first nationals at Atlantic City was a complete eye-opener. There were so many people. I think it was around over 1,400 participants alone, added with all the volunteers and people working there. They had this whole village set up just for the event, kind of like an Olympic or Ironman village. And it was insane how many people came to the city just for this race. I remember feeling like a tiny speck in the ocean, surrounded by past Olympians and world record holders. And I thought, man, what am I doing here? They're all going to laugh at me. But it turned out to be the complete opposite. Before and after the race, everyone was so supportive. People came up to me, congratulated me, and told me I'd earned my spot there. And it kind of felt like home. My first nationals didn't start off the way I'd imagined. I flew in on a red eye straight from school, completely exhausted and honestly not really motivated when I arrived. Atlantic City itself was pretty run down, not exactly the glamorous location I'd pictured for a national championship. But once I got to the race venue, all of that faded away. The race turned out to be an experience of a lifetime. It was supposed to start at 6 a.m., but thick fog and terrible visibility delayed the start by about 20 minutes until conditions cleared up. This was also my first open saltwater swim, which made things even more challenging. Looking around at all the strong, confident competitors definitely made me nervous at first. I was young, my first nationals, a lot of emotions were running high at the time, but once I got through the swim, the hardest part was behind me. The bike course ran along the highway, which was super flat, perfect for picking up speed and overtaking a lot of the people who had smoked me in the swim. The run was also flat, and the best part came at the end when the route took us along the boardwalk by the beach. Overall, the course was incredibly fun and memorable, and despite the rocky start, it turned into an amazing experience. Milwaukee, on the other hand, was a whole different beast. The swim was amazing because it was in the middle of summer in Lake Michigan, so the water was nice and warm, and this allowed me to vanquish the swim with ease. However, the bike was much more difficult as it went through some older residential neighborhoods with not the greatest roads. Additionally, we were also made to climb a highway on-ramp, which was extremely difficult. After the bike, I was utterly exhausted, but I still had another leg of the race to complete, that being the run. The run was extremely hard because there was very sparse shade and the summer sun was beating down on me. Overall, this course, coupled with the time of the year, made it much more difficult than Atlantic City. But one thing stayed constant through both of these races. The energy, the crowd, the sound of the waves, they all hit me at once, and I realized that it was it. This is what all the training had paid off for. These two races taught me that you don't have to be a pro to belong somewhere big. Sometimes just showing up, even when you're tired, nervous, or unsure, is enough. What matters is that you keep going, and when you finally cross that finish line, you realize just how far you've come. Next year, I can't wait to compete at the World Triathlon Championships in Spain. It's going to be tough, competitive, and incredibly fun. Representing Team USA has definitely been a dream come true. This is Suhaan Devavarapu signing off, and I hope to see y'all on the next one. Take care.